Hello friends, and welcome back to the Mothership. Today we're adding a new tool to my barbecue arsenal. I have here a brand new 22-inch Weber Kettle Master Touch. Now I've been needing a new charcoal grill for quite some time. I grew up using these things and I had one all throughout college, but the one that I had at one point did not survive a move, so I've been living without. If you've been following my channel for a while, you know that I have a travel-size Smokey Joe Jr. that I've tried to use for some of my cooks, but to be honest, it's way too small for some of the larger cooks that we tend to do on this channel. In this video, I'm going to unbox this sucker, assemble it, and do a brief overview of some of the differences between this particular model and some of Weber's other kettles. Sound good? All right, let's get started. All right, let's get this box open. So here is our ash catcher. We got some materials for reading that I'm not gonna read. And here is our lid. As you guys can see, I got a custom color. I went with the Matte Slate, which I think looks pretty beautiful. Now that was obviously one of the perks of buying the Master Touch. It comes with a whole bunch of different colors you can choose online. In here we've got our grill grates, which come standard on the Master Touch. They do not come on the premium or the original kettle. You can buy them after the fact, but they do come with it. Here is the base, and you can see in here, this is our cleaning, one-touch cleaning system. Basically, you can move the grates back and forth, and it'll push all of your soot and ash down through these pee holes. Now, the last Weber kettle that I had the original just slits. These pee ones allow you to, kind of fine-tune your temperature a little bit better, so I'm kind of excited for that. Same beautiful color. We've got our plastic wheels. The Master Touch comes with a warming rack, which the other ones don't, so this will sit on top of your grate, allow you to put buns or whatever to heat them up. I tend to not use those as much. I really only use them for buns, if anything, like on my gas grill. Here's the grate for our charcoal, some legs, and then here's our cooking grate. Now one of the differences between this and the premium or the original is you've got this middle section that'll come right out. They call it like the gourmet barbecue system. Basically you can get other pieces that'll sit in here. You can get like cast iron skillets, woks, all that kind of thing. It also has the hinged grates. Everything's zip tied right now, but these grates hinge up so you can pour charcoal in there. Now you can spend extra and get these in stainless steel, which I chose not to do, simply because I plan to buy the S&S ones. The S&S grates allow you to kind of spin it around, which is super helpful when you're doing low and slow and you want to add more charcoal and move so your meat is not directly over the charcoal. But it is an option to get these stainless steel grates directly from Weber. These are the plated steel ones. Then we got a little storage for the bottom. And then here's our last special piece of this particular grill. This is going to sit on the back of your grill, and it's a little holster for you to put your lid in. All the old ones, they had like a little hook in them. If you've ever dropped your lid, you know why the hook sucks. So this is a nice little spot for it to always sit in and not worry about it falling on the ground. So that's what came in the box. Let's get this sucker put together. Now to get this assembled, we're going to start with just putting the one touch on, which is pretty simple. Basically get her on top of the little handle, get these tabs over by the feet, and then it should just snap into place. Like so. Now, as far as the open and close, it gives you on the side kind of an idea of where open is and where closed is. So that's open. There's one that's supposed to be, I don't know, just the P part. They come over to here, and it's supposed to be all the way open, and then 100%. Now, I don't like that. I think we can do better. So what I'm probably going to end up doing is taking a marker along the side, open it up so it's like half open, mark it, a little bit more, mark it, and all the way, mark it. You don't have to do that. That's just me and my kind of OCD, but I don't want to get underneath there to see how open it is. So close all the way. One notch is just the end of the P open. Second notch is almost completely open. So somewhere in between here is your temperature. And that's a horrible noise, and I'm sure that sounds great on camera. For the long leg, they want us to just put one of these little tabs in here, take it into that point. And then on the side with the handle, they want us to put the leg in. which is as simple as pushing in the tab, and then pushing it in the rest of the way. Now that was a bit of a pain, to be honest. I had to really twist it to get it in there, and I'm assuming this will be as well. But make sure you got your little push tab on the right side here, and going counterclockwise. I'm gonna put it on this one. Whew, that was a lot easier. Now we basically had to follow the same process to get this leg in as we did this one. Basically just get that tab in there, get it in there so it clicks. Now for the rack, we kind of had to put it into the handle side post and twist it in there so it sits. And then these sides come and fit on top of the bottom of the legs. And then lastly, we take our wheel, put it on here, take one of these little pins, and push it through the hole on the end. And obviously do the same thing on the other side. And then the last step for the wheels, just take the little plastic cap, push it into the appropriate holes, and it snaps right on. To get the lid holder set up, we're going to take the lid holder like so. We're going to take this little bracket. We're going to take this top side, which has kind of an offsetting little metal spot right there. Put one side through it. It's going to look something like that. And we're going to set this aside. To actually mount it on the grill, we're going to take one of your high resistant heat doohickeys, put on like so, take a washer, then it's going to go through the hole on the side of your grill. Then we're going to take another washer and then put the nut on. I'm going to start just in the hand for now, and we'll come back and use a wrench on that. And then repeat the same thing on the other side. And then last but not least, we're going to take this bracket right here, and it's going to sit, or the little metal flange that holds up the holder is going to sit in it like that. Then we're going to take a screw, put it through there. On the other side, we're going to do a washer and another nut. Now for the base, the last thing we got to do is just get the handle on, which is as simple as taking this piece here, taking the other side, lining them up, taking a screw, and then just using a screwdriver. Piece of cake. Now for our lid, just a couple things we need to do. Number one is get the handle on there, which is just a wash nut on one side, and then it has these little nut type things, and then it has its own built-in little screwdriver. I think the idea is they really don't want you to over tighten, so just get it on there, kind of hand tight, and that's all it needs, just like so. So there's no wiggle, perfect. Now on the subject of differences between the Premium, Original, and then the Master Touch, here's another one. You can see that this has a nice little piece of plastic. The Original does not, so you'll burn the hell out of your hands. I think the Premiums now do. They didn't used to. So it used to be you'd have to get a glove on to control this temperature because it was hot as hell. Another difference is the thermometer. The Premium and the Master Touch come with a built-in thermometer that sits opposite to the vent side. To be honest, it's not the most useful thing. It can kind of tell you we have a benchmark R, but it's not going to be really telling you the temperature. That's at the grates. You're probably going to want to either put another thermometer in, which I might do in the future, kind of drill in here and put one in, or use a temperature probe, which is usually what I end up using. But to install our thermometer, take the housing, put the thermometer in so that this little lip sticks through. It's going to go in just like this. And then on the inside, we have a wing nut that we're just going to tighten down by hand, nothing too tight. And there we have it, our Slate Weber Master Touch. It's very simple to put it into its little holster, giving you almost 100% ability to get in here. There's a little bit of lip, so that's never bothered me. I don't know what the heck I'd be putting on here where this getting in the way. It does get really hot, so having it nice and out of the way is nice, so you don't burn the heck out of yourself. As far as the grates, we've got the charcoal grate. It's going to sit on your bottom little flanges that come out. And then the barbecue gourmet system sits in here. Now see, this is what I was talking about with being able to spin it. It's not very easy. You can do it. It's just not super smooth. But these do have the hinges, which is actually very nice for adding in charcoal. So hinge on either side. And then the center grate does come out for all your accessories that you can buy from Weber. Now the last feature of this grill that sets it apart from the Premium and the Original is the height, guys. It's hard to get a feel from this just from this video, but this is like a good 3 or 4 inches taller. So if you're someone like me who's 6 feet, those extra inches means I'm not, bending over as far. And, it's kind of nice, since I'm gonna have this for forever because it is a Weber, to just buy that extra height. So there you have it, guys. My new Slate Weber Master Touch. I hope you got something out of me putting this together. Maybe it helped you along the way. Or if you're on the fence deciding if you want to buy either a charcoal grill, a Weber grill, or if you're stuck between the Master Touch Premium and Original. I hope some of my ideas and some of my thoughts around the differences will help you make your decision. And as always, guys, like, comment, subscribe. Hit that button down below. Expect to see some cooks on this sucker in the future. Don't worry, not abandoning the pellet smokes, but want to add something else to the arsenal. So it's time for me to do my burn-in. And as always, cook something fantastic, guys, and I'll see you on the next cook.